it costs to like chemically straighten the black hair to get it to be able to do that? It's ridiculous. So you're going to impose that cost on someone else because of their ethnicity for why?
But I think it goes to what Will said, is that just to stop them from getting that job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just systematically, it's like, oh, well,
I don't think there's that would be putting intent. I don't think there's intent.
Yeah.
I think it's just out of date.
But I think there's understood intent.
No, there is intent, because there were a lot of stories, articles about, like, African-American men who had long dreadlocks and went for jobs, and they were told that, well, you can't have the job because of your long hair. All the while, Susie Q over here has long hair, kept in a ponytail, same exact way, but that's a problem. You know what I mean? So a lot of, like, our hair is a part of our heritage. Our hair is a part of our heritage.
It's a part of your race. You don't decide.
You know? So, like, I had locks at one point. I had long dreadlocks at one point, and, you know, cut them off. And it's just like one of those things, like, culturally for African American people, no matter what we do, it's just kind of like, we're looked at like, I don't know about that. Like, you guys don't understand because you don't live that. You don't live that lifestyle. Like, and you go, well, I don't agree with what you're saying. But it's like, until you actually experience the black experience from my point of view, you'll never understand exactly what it means to deal with our day-to-day lives. You just see one side of it, like, oh, well, you know, you're playing the race card and this, that, and the third. But it's like, the black experience is so much more different than what you guys can ever fathom. And it's just how it is.
But I think certain parts of it can be felt is not a race thing, and I think sometimes it's locked in race, like low income, you know.
No, it goes far beyond low income. Because when you look at a lot of these other stories where there's someone who's making six figures that's an African American, he's driving a nice car, he gets pulled over, or he gets, you know, whatever, and it's deemed suspicious. Well, why are you driving this car? Whose car is this? Mm-hmm. I could be wearing, if I'm driving in a nice neighborhood, I could be wearing like the fucking a whole suit, like a Tom Ford suit, driving a Lamborghini, and I could be standing outside of my house, and then someone that doesn't know me, I just bought this house, they don't know who I am, I could be standing outside of this house, and someone could call the cops, and I'm like, there's a suspicious guy out here, don't know who he is. And then, whoop, whoop, here we go.
Mm-hmm. But you really think in that scenario, the cops would come up, they would see you in a Tom Ford suit and a Lambo with a house, and they're going to be like, sir.
No, I'm just saying, like, it could be, like, okay, so, like, say I'm not wearing a suit, and I'm still driving that same car, right? Driving that same car. I pull up to the house, just bought the house, getting ready to, you know, unload, put some stuff in the house. Someone goes, you know, Peppermint Patty across the street. It's just like, oh, there's a suspicious guy out here.
Peppermint Patty.
It's happened. This is
this
is legitimately happened.
I actually heard of a story.
A realtor was like trying to sell a house. He was getting ready to stage the house. He was an African American male, and this woman was just spying on this guy. Called the cops. Yeah. And the cops came, and they were just like, oh, what are you doing? And she just didn't want to hear anything the guy had to say until he showed his card to the cops, and the cops were like, all right, blah, 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 and they just kind of let it go. And they actually were saying that the woman was harassing the guy. Yeah. But like 9 times out of 10, it goes the completely other way in these situations, because in most cases, black people are deemed suspicious. We are the perpetrators.
To actually back this up, there was a story last year of there were 4 people in a car. A black couple and 2 white children in the back. There was a woman who called the cops at a gas station. It was like, look, there's this suspicious people. They have these 2 kids in the back. They're screaming, you know, doing whatever. The cops were called. They came. And because it was a black couple with 2 white children in the back, it was deemed suspicious. And they found out that he was a pastor, and he was he was doing like he was watching the kids for his friends, and nothing really happened of it. It was just like, but it was deemed suspicious because it was a black couple with 2 white kids.
I saw an experiment where a white guy went down the street with an assault rifle, right? The cops came up to him, right, asked him, you know, to register this, that, the other thing, And then an African American went down the same street, same gun, had the cops called on him, guns pulled. He's on the ground. I mean, he was treated completely different than the white person, And I think that goes with what Will said. It's like
it's a complete shock.
Some people are fearful.
Yeah.
Some people are just fearful of different.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I think that has to be something that has to be addressed.
Well, so racism definitely exists in
Very
the
prevalent.
country. And
It's crazy.
We're in a more rural area, which is predominantly white, where people grew up like that. But it's not like Obama said it, about it. I didn't, what is it? Back to the dad thing, where it's the statistics I have here. The Obama quote is a kid raised without a dad is any kid, not a black kid, not a white kid, Asian, just a kid. Is 5 times more likely to be poor and commit crimes, 9 times more likely to drop out of school, and 20 times more likely to end up in jail. So, based on police statistics, despite all the videos that we have on Facebook, where I feel like the left tries to push the race bait nonsense and, continue to push the black people as victims in society, not that they're, not often, you're more likely to end up in jail statistically without having a dad than you are because of a racist white cop.
Yeah.
But that's just, I watch the same videos with like Freddie and all those, and I'm like, well, this is nonsense.
Yeah.
But I feel like we can't. I don't want to get caught up in taking anecdotal evidence. Like, I want to attack the actual issues that are there instead of feeding into this race bait stuff where I feel like.
Well, let's wrap this up.
We're on a lot of different platforms. We're on iTunes. We're on Chromecast, right? Google Play.
Yep.
We're also on Spreaker,
iHeartRadio, Spotify, YouTube.
Follow us on
pretty much
Facebook.
anything and everything, man. It's crazy. We even got onto Deezer lately.
Really?
I don't know if you guys ever heard of it, but.
No.
I've never heard of it either, and then I was
This is
like,
why you
wow,
don't
we
have
could
to censor
advertise
me.
here. But thank you guys for watching, and have a great night.